Hello everyone, my name is Alexey, and one of the most asked live coding interview questions for front-end developers is event delegation. I want to tell you and show how it works, what opportunities event delegation gives, and what problems it solves. As an example, I prepared a mini application, and let's see what problem it has now and how we can solve it through event delegation. Cool. I have a mini application with header, input with a button at category, and some list of categories. Cars and houses for now. From layout, I have just HTML document with main tag, with header, some list of categories, with section. Inside section we have input with button for adding category, and category list UL and li with paragraph and button. This button is responsible for saying category. So if we will click, we will see alert with the name of category. From CSS perspective, I have really a couple of styles for centering and for aligning list, input, and header properly. From the JavaScript perspective, I have interesting logic here. So I first of all waiting for DOM content loaded. Secondly, I put in variable say buttons from list say category. I am iterating through them. I am getting category from paragraph from text content, and I am adding event listener on click to buttons, to our say buttons, and they are alerting current category. Amazing, the logic of application works fine, but what if I want to add new categories through the input and add it to existing categories? I don't have this logic for now. I will write it and then explain. Cool, I've added this logic for adding new category dynamically, and let me explain briefly. So we have category input. I'm getting category input, getting category add button from layout using class, and then I'm getting category list. Then I am adding event listener for click for category add button and in the moment of click I'm receiving value from category input. Then I am creating new list item and adding corresponding class for this element. Then I am passing as layout, as inner HTML, our list item structure, so it paragraph tag with new category and button with text say category. Then I am adding new element to the end of the list. Nice, let's test our functionality. So we have cars, houses, and let's add watches. Add yachts. Cool, and we have added two more elements, and I want to say that categories and trigger alert. So I am clicking houses. Okay, but I am clicking now for watches, say category, it doesn't work, and for yachts also doesn't work, but for first two categories which was initially on the page we can see our alert. Why this happens? Because we have logic for iterating through buttons and adding event listener for alerting this category, but it doesn't work. Why? As we can see, we iterating through our say buttons when we are initializing our page. But when we are adding new buttons, so a category element button for our new elements of the list, we are not adding add event listener. And it's the main reason why it doesn't work. Yes, we can add event listener here, but it will be wrong solution because, okay, we want to add new categories through input, will be another input and another action, and we will split logic about adding event listener for just list item through all application. It's extremely bad practice. And how we can add this functionality and fix our application using event delegation. It will help us to solve this problem. Let's rewrite this code to event delegation, and I will explain why it will solve our problem and how it works. Cool. Let's remove our previous logic and implement event delegation. So we need to move our category list higher because we will need it here. And we will set event listener explicitly on category list. Why? Because category list is the parent element for our list items. So we have list item, and the main for them parent element UL with class category list. Cool. And we need to add event listener click on our category list. Then we need somehow to know that button was clicked. So we receive here an event. And in this event, we will have a target inside, for example, category list on which we have clicked. And when we were clicked on button, this target, event target, will be button. Let's just console log it. So log event target. Event target, and here we can click yes, and we can see here the button. On say category, we need to alert the name of category, and we need somehow to get previous element before target, and we can do it using previous element sibling. So event target previous element sibling. Let's try to console log it. Yes, and we can access text from here. Cool. Let's try to implement our condition. So if we are clicking on the button, so event target class list contains category element button, because we need to set this condition because we can click on paragraph and click on button, and we need to alert category explicitly when we are clicking on button. Class list contains category element button, and here we just need to get the category. Const category equals to event target previous element sibling, and we need to get here text content from here. Text content, yes, and then just alert category. Cool. Let's save and reload our page. So it works, cars and houses. And one advantage of this solution that if we will add new category, so some, and maybe planes, we will see what we want. So we can have here 1,000 items, 2,000 items, 10,000 items, and it will work because we have one event listener on category list, and we get an event target in the time of clicking on this list. So we don't have to set additional event listener when we are appending items on our in our list. And it's amazing. It's a technique which you need to implement on the coding interview. Basically, just add event listener on parent element and find correct element using class list or ID or something else, and just alert this category. After that, let's talk about advantages of event delegation. Amazing, we have implemented an event delegation here, and let's talk about advantages of event delegation. First is we need just one event listener for our whole list, so it better for memory consumption of browser. And the second, it's easy to work with dynamic elements. If we will add element or remove element, we will have all logic which need to be executed on each our element in the list, because we have listener on parent. Let's sum up how to implement event delegation. Firstly, we need to define parent for tracking event. Like in our example, we have two list items and common parent for them, UL, with class category list. Secondly, we need to set up event handler for parent, like we do here. We setting up click for our category list. And then we need to use event target for choosing and target element. Yes, we do explicitly we follow explicitly this rule. So we are checking event target, we are checking class list, and if class list contain category element button, we will execute our logic, and category element button inside our layout has only button, so we will execute our logic only while user will click on the button. Amazing. Thank you very much for your attention. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned.